Guys, I know we as individuals have our personal experiences with politics, politicians, political parties. We love certain politicians, we love certain political parties. Maybe because they relate with us, they share a similar worldview with us. It's fine, there's nothing wrong with that. But one mistake you don't want to make is to think that politicians are going to save you from being poor, are going to save you from your misery. That's the biggest mistake you can ever make. Yeah, politicians can pass laws, they can amend certain sections, that can benefit a part of you in life for you to at least benefit better, or to do business better, or to live better, or to have a better service from the municipality. But for you to expect them to save you from being poor, it's a delusion. It's not true. I'm not saying you shouldn't have your favorite politics, your favorite political parties. We all have our favorite politicians, favorite political parties for whatever reasons. But never think that they will come and save you. They will not. They will not return to save you. They didn't participate in politics to save you. They don't even know who you are. They don't know where you come from. They're just here to at least help you where they can. At least offer services better. Offer you guys water, make sure the water is clean. Offer you guys proper electricity, make sure you always get electricity. Make sure the place you stay in is clean. Go grand. But there's still an economy out there that you need to go and join outside of politics for you to sustain yourself, to sustain your family, to sustain everyone. So politicians are not going to be the ones to give you $1 million. Politicians are not going to be the ones to buy bread for you, to buy impopo for you. They're not going to do that for you. They can do other things that can make such things happen easy for you. They can give you a job through government tenders. But we all know tenders are not sustainable. Maybe if the government started to industrialize, the politicians, the government can give you jobs through government jobs. Maybe you work for the government hospital, you work for the government clinics, you work for the government schools, primary school, high school. You just work for the government, firefighters. You work for the government. If maybe the government build factories for industrialization, you work there. All they can do is to give you a job. But that job will be paying you money. So even though they give you a job, they're not responsible for what you do with the money you get paid. So it's all still up to you. Even if the government gave you a job, it's still up to you whether you want to be poor or not, whether you want to save more money than you spend or not, whether you want to start your own business or not. It's still upon you. The government won't save you. The government is not the government's job anyway to save you from being poor. The government is just to minimize, but we know the government won't minimize. But let's say maybe in an ideal world, the government is there to make sure that people are being taken care of, to minimize the levels of poverty. But we won't be realistic if we think like that. So we have to be realistic with the circumstances we are provided in South Africa and understand that no matter what happens, the government is not going to be responsible for you eating. The government is not going to be responsible for taking your schools to better schools, your kids to better schools. You have to do it as a responsible adult. You have to do it as a responsible mother, responsible father, or a responsible role model in society. You have to be honest enough with yourself and people around you to tell them that the government won't save you. But not to demotivate you from stop voting for your favorite political parties. You can vote for whatever political party, Patriotic Alliance, ANC, MK Party, EFF, ATM. You can still do that, but never expect them to come and save you. You still have your individual life. You need to have your individual thoughts outside of politics. You need to disagree with the political party you are joining, with certain policies, with certain worldviews, with certain things they stand for. Unless if you're agreeing with everything, maybe you yourself don't stand for anything, you personally, because there's no way you're gonna agree with everything word for word in the constitution of whatever political party you have joined. There's no way. If that's so, maybe you yourself don't have an individual and moral compass, something you stand for, just you individually, because there's no way you're gonna agree with everything the political party you join stands for. There is no way. There is no way. Otherwise, maybe you don't stand for anything. You just take anything they present to you, and that way they will manipulate you. That way they will use you. That way you don't stand for anything, so they will take you anywhere. So you can still support your political party, but still have your own independent thinking, your own individual thinking outside of politics. Have opinions about certain things. You don't necessarily have to agree with your favorite politician, with your favorite politicians out there. You can disagree with them, but still support them. You can disagree with them, but still vote for them. You need to think independently and understand that in order for you to make it in life, you will need yourself. You won't need politicians. They won't be there when you are busy running all over looking for a job and you're not finding the job. They won't be there. It doesn't matter how much you complain, hey, the government won't be there. The government doesn't know who you are. You are just in the system. They don't even know your name. There's plenty of people with your name. They skip through and look for whoever they want at that specific moment. So it's not to demotivate you from stepping out of politics. It's just to also give you another reality that don't expect preachers of gospel, pastors to save you. Don't expect Jesus Christ to come back and save you. Don't expect politicians to come and save you. Don't even expect your own parents to save you. It will come a time whereby they chase you out of that house where you're comfortable right now. It's gonna come a time whereby you have to go and be independent. They can't keep on taking care of your old man. So you depend on yourself. You must have your own independent thinking. You must be self-sustained through your own work as an individual. Then maybe you join politics for the love of it. You join politicians, political parties for supporting them, what they stand for, what you think if maybe they get in power, they'll create a better world through their policies. But still maintaining the individuality you have in your personal life, maintaining the independence you have. Because without independence, you just depend on people. And let me tell you something. Most people don't want you to depend on them. Like, also when I hear you cling like this, like why? Why don't you take care of your own, of yourself? You need to take care of yourself. You can't always be clinging on politicians. You blame them for everything. You blame them. You don't have a job, you blame them. You can't get a girlfriend, you blame politicians. You can't drink water, you blame them. You can't buy a time, you blame them. It can't always be about politicians. Sometimes it's always about us as individuals. And that's where the power comes from. The power comes from independence, individuality, and self-accountability, and reflect, self-introspect. What do you want to be? Where do you want to go in life? What is it about you that makes you interesting? You need to put yourself first. Put politics aside. Who are you? What do you stand for? We want to know you. You see, so you also still need to invest in yourself as an individual. But it is what it is. Thank you very much. Stay blessed.